I'm Sock Marionette, doing business as bargain counter argument. I'm a middle-aged lady in a tiara, counting down to Valentine's Day. It is February 8th, day 8, and today's kind of like a cozy collapse day. I didn't sleep very well last night at all, and I got up, went downstairs for breakfast, got my laundry out of the dryer because, yeah, I did do my laundry after I recorded that video yesterday, but I just left it in the dryer until this morning. Brought it back upstairs and immediately fell asleep for several hours. Then I had lunch. I still haven't folded the laundry. So now that it's after 4 o'clock, I usually have been trying to get these videos up between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the afternoon where I live in the Eastern time zone, Eastern U.S. time zone. But no, that's probably not going to happen today. I have already done my reading for the day. I read my Meet Cute short story, which is Oomph by Emery Lord, and these are the little strawberries on the paper. And it was a wonderful short story about a high school senior who's not sure what course she wants her post-high school life to take, and she meets somebody at the airport. Story takes place entirely in the airport, and it's lovely. Really enjoyed it. And let's see, so that was the short story. And if you want to get somebody else's thoughts on it, or any of these other stories, Kristin Lee, the never-ending TBR in Kristin Lee's Corner, link in the description, is doing a series of YouTube shorts where she reacts to each story as she reads them. Speaking of links in the description, another one is for Sarah of Reading Category Romance, who's doing her own countdown to Valentine's. And I mention her not only because she is also doing this open collab, but because she said something the other day, and I'm not sure if it was in a live stream or a video, but she was talking about a line that I had not yet sampled, which is the Harlequin Heartwarming category romance line from Harlequin. And I didn't know what it was, and I just thought it was another version of like Love Inspired, which are Christian, explicitly American evangelical Protestant kind of Christian books. And there was also the Love Inspired, that's Love Inspired, and then there's Love Inspired Suspense, which is similar religious background, but in a longer kind of romantic suspense sort of plot. I don't tend to read Christian fiction, so I wasn't particularly interested. And when I saw that Harlequin Heartwarming existed, I figured it was some associated with that kind of religious fiction. However, like I said, something that Sarah said made me realize that it was actually Harlequin Heartwarming is sweet, clean, closed-door romance with an emphasis on family, community ties, friendship, and romance, but not... It emphasizes growing emotional intimacy without having explicit physical intimacy. Like the growing intimacy of holding hands and hugging and maybe having a little bit of a kiss and having a physical attraction that is not consummated in the book. The focus, again, is on different kinds of ties. It's not just the romance, but the friendships and the family relationships, community relationships, and so on. So once I learned that it didn't have the religious component that sometimes I don't care for, I decided that I would read one, and I would read an arc. So I read Her Colorado Firefighter by Eliza D. Collins, which is subtitled A Clean and Uplifting Romance, and having read it, I can tell you that's very true. So I read it as an e-arc, so I'm going to pop the cover right here. It is not coming out until April 28th of this year, 2026, in case you're watching it far in the future. I enjoyed it a lot. So this is a book about an emergency dispatcher, Sienna, and a firefighter, Troy, and they know each other kind of vaguely from their job. They know of each other because she doesn't work in the same building as the firefighters or anything. They also know each other very vaguely socially. They've met a couple of times because her best friend is marrying his brother. Now, that particular romance was told in the story Her Colorado Cowboy, which came out in September of 2025. because by Eliza D. Collins. It's the Telacos Ranch series by her, and this is the second book. So Troy and Sienna are standing up for the groom and the bride. Troy is his brother's best man, and Sienna is her best friend's maid of honor. And she is absolutely determined to give her best friend a perfect wedding. It's complicated by the wedding having been moved up several months, and so she's only got 3 weeks to pull it all together. So she enlists the help of Troy, even though she thinks he's kind of a flake, and frankly, he kind of is. So they're coming together to try to plan this wedding, and of course, there's a clash of personalities and styles. She's very organized and kind of rigid, and he's a little too laid back. So they've got these competing styles. As they work on the wedding together, they kind of get to know each other and really enjoy each other's company. And it's sweet to see that unfolding while they still have this tension about the wedding. And also, this is dual point of view. It's third person dual point of view. So you get both of their perspectives on their personality and organizational style differences as they're putting the wedding together. And again, this is something I really like, because you kind of understand why she is the way she is, and you understand why he is the way he is. And you watch them, and since you have the knowledge for both of them, it's kind of nice to see this romance ensue where they're trying to kind of reconcile their differences and shore up their strengths and their commonalities. I really enjoyed it a lot. I think if any of this sounds appealing to you, you might want to look into it and see if it's a book you might want to read. I always like it when the main characters have a project to work on together. I think that always makes for a really nice story, and it gives it really good structure. So that's something I particularly like. So that's that was another reason why this really hit the spot for me. So I would definitely read from Harlequin Heartwarming again. So this was, I'm so glad that I found out that it wasn't what I thought it was, because that wouldn't be for me. This more is for me. And I do like spice, but I didn't miss it. I mean, spice, I enjoy it, but it's not necessary for me to enjoy a romance for it to have spice. So that makes it a good line for people who don't like spice, or for people who like the occasional vacation from spice, which is, I'm more in the latter category. So that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm not the boss of you. And I hope you have a good day or night.